Hey everybody, just thought I'd give you a legitimate, real update on the 135-gallon Shark Tank. And as you can see here, this rock formation looks different, as you've probably noticed like 100 times in lots of my videos, but that's just because this damn thing keeps getting knocked down and I have to set it back up. It's mainly due to my larger fish swimming around and they're really fast and then bumping into the rocks that keep this thing held together. I'm really thinking about doing something different with rocks, using different types of rocks, because it's really annoying using these flat pieces to hold everything together since they fall to the sides so easily. Like, as you can see, these ones here are leaning a little bit, so they're gonna fall down like pretty soon, most likely. And also, I did lose a few fish in the past few months. Like, I lost a opaline gourami because my other gourami was constantly beating the crap out of it, and this particular rainbow shark over here has a real hatred for gouramis and would always attack them. And then like, I lost a Chinese algae eater as well. I literally just fed these fish like 5 minutes ago, so they are being kind of dickish towards each other, especially my smaller red tail shark. He literally just tried to like go after my larger red tail, and then once he realized that was the larger red tail, he said nope and like swerved away. And then the big red tail shark saw him, and then yeah, he accidentally bumped into the big red tail again, and big red tail's not too happy about that. It happens a lot. Like, even my tank boss, like when the other fish are chasing each other around, he often gets run over by the other fish chasing each other, and now you can see he's kind of mad. And like, also, I lost my black ghost knifefish. Like, I didn't even notice it right away until like I realized, like, when I found a dead decomposing body in the tank. And I also happened to notice my black ghost knifefish missing. Like, I put the pieces together because that dead body was like unrecognizable. Like, it was just rotting. Because like, oftentimes fish will die in this tank. I don't find the body until like a long time after the fish has died. So like, when I do find the body, it's like all nasty and half-eaten. It's pretty gross, honestly. So yeah, I'm disappointed that I lost my black ghost knifefish. He seemed like perfectly healthy, like nothing was wrong with him before he went missing, and all that other shit. Like, I'm not gonna keep posting update videos every single time I lose a fish. Maybe I'll like do it like a couple weeks later, if like more than one fish dies or some shit like that, so I can just put it all in one video. I might not be getting another black ghost knifefish. I'm just over it. Like, I kind of need like the population in this tank to like simmer down a little bit. Can't be adding any more fish for a while because lots of these fish are getting bigger, especially since I have 3 Bayless sharks in here. Like, all you see is probably these 2 larger ones, but I also have a small one in here somewhere, little runt that's hard to see, and I just scared the shit out of them. And also, I'm really thinking this tank is overdue for a major rearrangement, because like, this tank has looked almost the same exact way for the past year now. This tank's about a year old now. Sorry if I go out of focus, I'm currently trying to find my vape. Yep, found it. That feels nice. Yeah, that's probably what I'm doing every time you hear like a 5-second pause in the commentary, because I'm hitting the vape. And yeah, I do often hit the vape as I'm recording videos. Like, who doesn't? But also, like, really thinking, like, I'm really starting to dislike this big ass piece of wood, because like, literally my Bayless sharks just use it to hide behind. And like, Bayless sharks are normally supposed to swim all around the tank, but these Bayless sharks just stick behind the wood, so like, it makes the tank look so empty because the fish aren't even swimming around. They're just hiding in the back, But baler sharks, being the shy, skittish fish they are, they just try to hide from me. Especially my big one. Like, I really like try to get my biggest one on camera as much as possible. He's like 7.5, 8 inches. The medium one right here is about 7 inches exactly. Every once in a while you might see them chase each other across the tank. And that's probably why, like, if I have my camera over here, you'll just randomly see one of the baler sharks just dart across. That's because the baler sharks are always chasing each other. The rainbow sharks always chase the baler sharks sometimes. So yeah, like, you'll just be watching a peaceful tank and then all of a sudden you just see a baler shark just shoot across the tank, like, through the frame. And everybody's just like, whoa, what the hell was that? But yeah, lots of these fish are getting pretty big. Like, it's like lots of these fish are like approaching like full adult size, and yeah, they bumping into the tank boss again, pissing him off. Swear to God, I think these rainbow sharks and red tail sharks are blind because they keep on like bumping into each other when they're trying to get away from another fish. Now these rose lions over here can be real dickish towards each other, as I just saw a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. One of these rose lions was violently attacking the crap out of this one over here, so now he's got like scars on his head and all that. Like, they were literally bullying him to the point where he was like crashing into everything trying to get away. So now he's got those big bruises on his head. Now my scat, for some reason, is hiding. I don't know why. Usually around feeding time he's like all over the place, but he's been like a lot more timid lately. Probably because my big 9-inch gold spot pleco tends to be a real cunt when it comes to feeding time. Like, he will literally beat the crap out of the scats. Plus, I wonder if is he even in that cave, because usually if the pleco is in that log, I don't think my Pictus catfish would even be in that log right now. Lately, my gold spot pleco has been hiding in different spots. He's like, for some reason, starting to dislike his big log, even though he can fit in there just fine. And also, what I have up here, I did try planting like this aquarium grass at the bottom of my tank in the gravel, but like almost immediately my scats immediately started plucking them out of the tank. Yes. And then yeah, like one by one he just plucked them out of the gravel, and then they floated to the top, like the ones that he didn't manage to eat. So now they all floated to the top, and they've actually started multiplying. It's weird. Like, I wish they would just form like one big mass, but like they're just like each little individual leaves, and they're actually growing up here. Maybe if they multiply enough, I might just take out all these fake floating plants. This is just like to provide shade and shelter for some of my fish. Speaking of which, I wonder if my golden wonder killifish is still in here. That's literally one other fish, like, that if he's gone, like, I might not notice it because he's always up here. So if he is gone, I probably just assume he's hiding up here somewhere. I do not see him anywhere. He probably died. But, yeah, it's always those weird little delicate fish that always die in my tanks. I don't know why. I do have a semi-aggressive community. So, like, tiger barbs, for certain, they do not last in this tank very long. They always get killed, either by each other or by the sharks. And then, really starting to, like, not like the look of my driftwood. Like, for some reason, it's starting to look, like, darker, and looks like it's getting thinner. It's weird. Like, I remember, I got this piece of driftwood like a lot, like, this is actually 2 pieces right here, but I got this a long ass time ago, and it's like, it looks a lot smaller and thinner than it used to be. Starting to wonder if driftwood actually shrinks or something like that. But this rainbow shark over here has like half gray fins. He's been like that for a long time. I haven't seen his color come back at all. Cory catfish in here. Those fish die, I might not ever notice them missing because like there's like 8 of them in there, but they never all come out at the same time. Like usually I'll see like 2 or 3 at a time in the tank, but like, so I can never really count them unless like I were to just like move them somewhere. And also, considering adding a Raphael catfish to this tank, I was just watching one of Dan Heitschuh's videos earlier today, and I'm thinking, I really should get a Raphael catfish. I've had them in the past, but they just randomly disappeared without a trace. Don't know where they went, but that was a long time ago. That was like back when I had the 40-gallon. Wait, no, that was in my old 125, but that was like in the very early days of those times. No, really trying to think if I really should add more fish to this tank or just leave it the way it is as the fish grow. Because I do have 3 Baylor sharks in here. They're not that big, but like in about a year, I might have 3 big-ass Baylor sharks swimming around. Really, like, I'm also like thinking maybe I want new LED lights too, because like these are the stock LEDs that just come with the tank, and the reviews on them are not that good. My tank looks fine with them, but maybe I want better ones. This particular shark getting hammered by everyone like he does every day by feeding. Oh, I found the golden wonder killifish.